chiropractic is about pain and
So, excuse me, doctor, would you like to begin again?
Is under red. If he shows
Okay,
red,
we're recording now, but
that's okay.
Okay.
Just leave it alone. You can.
All right. Right here.
And as long as I'm in it.
And I want to make sure he's in frame. Okay.
All right. So basically, what we want to go over today is a lot of health is personal, is responsibility. And the knowledge not necessarily is going to translate into lifestyle. Guess what? I knew the stuff that we're showing you today for a long time. I did not necessarily implement it. For those of you who've been in my past seminar, you could say, how did I look back then and how do I look now? So the knowledge is not necessarily what makes you do things. It is passion. Passion for your loved one, passion for yourself, passion for life. And knowledge is a tool. So what you learn today, it will help you if you have passion about things. And we encourage you not to only learn or put down information, think about the way you're going to implement those information in your life. That's what makes it different. Because guess what? I know a lot of my colleagues, they know the facts. You can understand. It's only 3-hour seminar today. We had 6 to 12 hour material. We had to throw a lot of stuff out because simply wasn't time enough, or it was not, it was too complicated for a discussion of a small seminar. So there are a lot of knowledge out there, and my colleagues know it, but most of them, 90% of them, if you go out, you see they still having a lot of junk food and they have junk life, and they're chiropractors. So what there are many aspects of life I can talk about. Mostly is, you guys that have been in my seminar, I talk usually about the nervous system. Nervous system controls everything in the body, which it does. Nervous system coordinates everything in the body. And when your spine misaligns, those coordination and those control, they've been interfered with. And that's a seminar by itself. What we're going to talk about today is about source of life. And I would like one of you guys, let me find somebody who is a good believer here. Would you read here from book of Leviticus? Read it out.
For the life of a creature is in the blood, and I have given it to you to make atonement for yourselves on the altar. It is the blood that makes atonement for one's life.
Okay. Basically, the blood is the source of life. There are many things that we know about the blood. There are a lot of things that we still don't know. Blood is responsible for taking toxin out of your body. Blood is responsible for taking every nutrition in your body taken to the cells. Blood is responsible for your immune system. In other words, whenever any bacteria attacks you, the white blood cell inside your blood, they have to go and destroy it. Matter of fact, the bacteria that are smart, they try to hide where the blood is missing or there is least amount of blood. So wouldn't you say blood is the most important thing in your life? Because God put the life in the blood and gave them to you. Your life is in your blood. It says it right in the Bible. Okay? So having a clean blood is equal having clean life. Okay? There are 5 major killers in our society. Number 1. Who knows what is the number 1 killer?
Cancer.
Cancer. Okay, that's not number 1, but cancer is one. Heart disease. Okay, more than that. After that, number 3.
Stroke.
But still, same category, still blood. What?
Leukemia.
Cancer again. That's cancer. Diabetes. Okay. Then what is the other one that has also more consequence? Arthritis. But he's not anymore. Arthritis. And the last but not least, infection. Infection diseases, AIDS, swine flu, all those garbage that we have in our society. Okay. Although in the medical community and in the healthcare community today, those are the causes. Heart disease can cause you to have a stroke and die. Cancer can also, they call them a disease. For purpose of this seminar, you got to understand, those are, we consider them as a symptom. In other words, if you are a healthy person, you're not going to get heart disease or you're going to get cancer. For purpose of this seminar, we're going to tell you all of them are the same thing. They manifest in different form. How does it happen? In other words, when you have a blood obstruction to name an organ,
The brain.
brain, what's going to happen to the brain? Stroke. Another organ, give me another organ.
Liver.
Liver. You could have a cancer of the liver. Why? Because the blood also detoxifies. In other words, it only doesn't take the nutrition to the organ, it takes the toxin away. So most of us, we understand that if there is a blockage of artery, we're going to have a heart attack. And that's the number one killer. But I got to tell you, diabetes, arthritis, cancer, infection is the same disease. In other words, when there is a bad blood or obstruction of the blood to those same organs, liver, kidney, brain, they could also cause cancer due to detoxification of that organ because the blood flow is not there. Do you understand that? So the coronary heart disease, we understand it because it killed you right there. But there is a slow killer with the same cause. In other words, having toxin blood and bad blood vessel. Do you guys understand this point? It's very important that you understand why it's important to have a nice circulation. So when you understand that there is a heart disease, translate that to that could have also neuropathy, or could have nephropathy or renal failure, or you can have a stroke. It's the same disease. It just manifests in cancer in some people. It manifests in diabetes to some other people because pancreas doesn't get enough blood supply, and we kill it with the killing of enzyme in our food. We can talk about it in a minute. And basically, or other people, arthritis is the most common. What's going to happen when we have all this dirty blood, when we make it acid, when we make all those antibody, gets inflamed, attacks the joint. The immune system doesn't do its job, and instead of attacking the foreign thing, it attacks any joint that looks like foreign thing. So that's arthritis. So basically what I want to tell you for our next seminar, bring your loved one, whoever you care about, because either attend their birthday or attend their funeral. Because these 5 major killers in our society are the same disease, are not different diseases, are exactly the same. When you have a healthy body, you have a healthy body. You cannot have a heart problem and having everything else okay. Trust me, if you have a heart problem, your other organs are under stress as well. If you have cancer, trust me, you have heart problem. Or if you have arthritis, there are other stuff that come with it, just which one comes first. You know, or digest, everything. What's happening when you go see people in the hospital, all of a sudden they go in the hospital for one thing, then a month later it's, oh, they had this failure, that failure, the other failure. Why? Because that disease or disease is a manifestation of something much deeper. Okay? Now I'm going to show you a short video to, just put in salt on the everything. Go ahead. Can you hit the light?
You want to continue this?
No, shut it down. Thank you, bro.